Good morning, my beautiful diamonds. Tell me something. How many of us can relate to this? No matter how much you try to please people, you can't please everyone all the time because there's always going to be someone out there who's going to misinterpret your behavior. What I focus on, I'll share this with you after I'll come back and converse with you after I share this with you, because listening to this, it made so much sense, and it's so true.
I need help.
Listen to these words very carefully. If you get fat, people think you eat too much. If you lose weight, people think you're sick. If you dress well, you're showing off. If you dress simple, you're poor. If you speak your mind, you're rude. If you don't, you're a coward. If you're successful, you're arrogant. If you're struggling, you're lazy. If you're honest, you're naive. You see, no matter what you do in life, people will always criticize you without fail. So do whatever makes you happy, do whatever fulfills you, and build your dream life, one day at a time. If you're not following us...
It's absolutely true. I think about the presidency. When people are running for office, you're going to have some people who are going to vote for you, some people who are not. Let me tell you why I don't give a damn about that. Because one, I've reached maturity. And you can always tell when you've reached maturity because you're no longer a people pleaser. Number two is because whatever I do or whatever decision I make or whatever I say out of my mouth, I always have to make sure that I have Jehovah God and Jesus Christ approval. And as long as I have their stamp of approval, that's all the validation I need. I don't care about trying to please people anymore. I mean, when did we try to do that? When you're in your 20s, when you're a teenager, we know how that is. When it comes to peer pressure, when it comes to 20s, okay, you know, you're still not a full-blown adult. Your brain is not even fully developed until you're between 25 and 26. I say 30. And I ask my children, before you leave home, I would appreciate it, because I was a single mom, if you would show me that you appreciate it by leaving home at 30. My son left home at 33 because I asked him to. He was working 2 jobs. He was going to school for his master's. I only asked for a bachelor's. He gave me a master's. He's always given me so much more than I've asked. My daughter, she did her best. She's educated. She got her degree. I appreciated that she left home earlier than 30. You know, my son left home at 33. He had his own job. He was working 2 jobs and going to school. And he had his own paying bills, paying rent around here because nobody rides for free. And my job as a parent is not to just make you happy, but my job as a parent, as far as I'm concerned, is to prepare you. Is to prepare you for real life. And that's what I focused on. You know, my son made a really nice video in terms of single mothers. And he said, you know, my mom, she's amazing. I take my hat off to her. I applaud my mother as a single mom because she raised me with these 3 main points, these 3 main things. And she raised me on love. She raised me on spirituality. And she raised me education. That was real important to me. Even as a Jehovah's Witness, they encourage you not to go to college. Not on my watch. They said that investing in this system of things is like investing in a company that's going out of business. The world is going to end soon. It's right around the corner. Honey, I've had children. My daughter's had children. Their children have children. Child, please. But anyway, you're not going to have everyone who's going to like you. And that's okay. I don't want everybody to like me. Most of these people are on Satan the Devil's team anyway. And one thing for sure, and 2 things for certain that I know, if you're on Jesus Christ's team, you're going to love the hell out of SheilaTruelove. If you're on Satan the Devil's team and you're one of his employees, one of his demons, no, baby, we're going to bump heads. You're not going to like me too much. Because you have a lot of people in this world, they don't have a pure heart. They don't have an honest heart. And I could tell a person who has a pure and an honest heart because they are lovers of the truth. They don't get offended when you tell them the truth. Oh, you don't know how to talk to people. Oh, you're offensive. Oh, you're judgmental. No, sweetheart, I don't judge. I don't have a heaven or a hell to put you in. I make observations. I give opinions. That's not a judgment. A judgment, to be honest with you, is when you say, oh, that person should be put to death. Oh, they should never make it into heaven. They should go straight to hell. You going to hell, that's a judgment. You're saying somebody should die. I never judge anyone. But this day and age, when you tell people the truth, you already know what's up. I don't have to tell you, oh, you're judgmental, whatever, child. If you like it, I love it. I'm not here to argue with anyone. So there you have it. Let's play this again. I think it's important. Remember the elections. Some people will vote for you. Some people are not, no matter what you do.
I need help, y'all.
Listen to these words very carefully. If you get fat, people think you eat too much.
Hello.
If you lose weight.
And let's talk about that fat thing. For instance, some people have a bad thyroid. I see people who are full-figured or voluptuous or heavy-set or fluffy, and they don't eat that much. Everybody's metabolism is not the same. But you see how people are ready to just place all these not judgments, but foolish opinions. And what is an opinion, really? What do they say? You already know what's up, right? Everybody has an a-hole. It's like an a-hole. Everyone has an opinion. Oh, whatever, child.
People think you're sick. If you dress well, you're showing off. If you dress simple, you're poor. If you speak your mind, you're rude. If you don't, you're a coward. If you're successful, you're arrogant. If you're struggling, you're lazy. If you're honest, you're naive. You see, no matter what you do in life, people will always criticize you without fail. So do whatever makes you happy, do whatever fulfills you, and build your dream life, one day at a time. If you're not following...
And I agree with that. Do whatever makes you happy. What makes me happy is doing whatever I know is going to make my Heavenly Father happy. That's what makes me happy. It don't make me happy doing things that I know is going to make God's heart sad. If what I'm doing is not going to make God and Jesus Christ's heart rejoice, I can never be happy. That's why also you see a lot of people who have money and they're miserable as hell. Because I think maybe they're focusing a little too much on themselves. And start doing things that make God happy. And then I promise you, my darlings, you'll be happy too. You see how simple that is? Life is not as hard as you think, honey. Like this beautiful girl here. I
need help, y'all. Look. I feel like I'm losing motivation with things in life. Like, I remember being this very goal-driven girl. This girl that would make a vision board, and I truly believe that the things that I put on my vision board that I think that would make me happy, I could obtain. But lately, I'm just feeling like, is this whole thing a fluke? It's like, when I want a certain type of job, I get that job, and that job is shitty. When I want a certain type of relationship, I get that man, and the man is shitty. I try to get closer to certain people in my life with friendships, and I end up finding out I got to remove certain people from my life. It's just starting to feel like, damn, what is there to look forward to in this life anymore? Because it seems like everything you think you want is a scam. It's like, damn, like, what is a bitch supposed to do? Like, I don't even know how to be excited about shit. I need help, y'all.
I love you,
I feel like I'm losing motivation.
I'm loving her. I get it. And she's so young, you know. Like I said, focus on being a blessing to other people. Try to be a better person today than you were yesterday. My motivation in life is to glorify and vindicate God's name and to try to do the best that I can to make my Heavenly Father's heart rejoice. And as long as He's happy, I know I'm going to be happy because He got my back. He loves me like crazy. And stop comparing yourself to other people, please. And if you want to be happy, honey, learn to live in the moment. In the moment. That's the only way to be happy. Trust me. Because living in the past and not letting go of the past, remember Philippians chapter 3, verse 12 through 15. Leave the past in the past, honey. Please. I love you. So does Jehovah and Jesus. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.